All right, everyone, here we go. We are in the cage. We got my main man, Otis, with us today. Otis is going to help us draft because he's our number one dog, right? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead, start sharing screen. We're going to get this draft going. All right, people. So we can see this now. You can see that we got the draft board here. And Otis, what are we thinking today? We're thinking of NFL best ball? Sure, why not? Couldn't set it easier myself, bud. All right, I understand. $20 million. Enter with cold, hard cash. All right, I understand. We've entered, and now we are going to wait, guys. So we had a couple stacks. Otis, he experienced his first NFL Sunday a couple Sundays. What was it, like week 8 you did? Week 8? Probably something like that, but he's a sleepy boy. It's a sleepy Sunday here in Manhattan. But look, guys, we're getting after it. We have two best ball teams. First one was just let's go all over the place. We had a Josh Allen stack with Shakir and a couple other people. The latest one, though, Zach T. Shout out you for subscribing. I don't know if you're on the stream or not, but shout out you, man. We are going into it. We had a Matthew Stafford and Devontae Adams one, which was pretty interesting. So we had, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, Matthew Stafford. They're definitely built older. I believe we may also snag Higbee on that as well. But it should be a very, very weird stack where who knows? Rams can just go super high scoring. Hopefully it's not one of those Kyron Williams games, but then we get after it. But wow, we are really waiting on this draft here. But that's my thought process. My thought process going in is I've been doing a lot of hero RB instead of zero RB strategy. I've been doing a lot of the hero RBs, and that's been running back, and then choosing from there. I think what I really want to try this time is really go for that stud. We already have a stud quarterback in Josh Allen, but I think we want to go with a zero RB strategy and see where that really takes us. But people, what's going on here, man? We have like no one going. I think if anyone in the chat wants to go ahead and talk to me a little bit about what's going on for them, but let me know, people. Let me know. We're stuck here at 4 entrants. I think there's some people who have been on my team 100% of the time. Keon Coleman, I anticipate him to have a big season this season. I think Shakir is going to be Shakir, right? He's kind of solidified himself as that number one receiver. Oh my God. Let's just go backwards. Oh, he solidified himself as that number one receiver. But with that being said, Otis, is this draft ever going to start, my man? Let's refresh it. Okay, we got 11 out of 12 people now. So Shakir's this number one receiver. I do believe Keon Coleman, with all my heart, is going to emerge there as a solidified number 2 after his rookie season. Had some more time to gel with Josh Allen, and they're going to be cooking next year, right? You saw flashes of it, but they kind of use him more as like a deep down threat. And people, we got pick number 4. So, are we going hero RB or not? It's we might have to go hero RB with this early pick, right? I mean, look, unless Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson falls to us, which I don't see is going to happen, but you never know because Gibbs or Bijan Robinson might be able to kind of take us there. But people, back to what I was saying, he's 100%. And then also weirdly just like ended up drafting Zach Ertz for all of them as well. So now we got things cooking. We got our dog. Pretty much taking a nap. Look, we're getting cozy up here. It's going to last about an hour, and I'm going to take him OUT. But I'm excited. You just saw me move the couch. People, when we're looking at this, though, Jamar Chase, he's been pretty much the solidified number 1. Saquon Barkley, Justin Jefferson, Bijan. How did Bijan do last season? 21 fantasy points per game. Wow. I mean, look, they really started to get him going at the end of last season. I think the Falcons are going to be good with Penix. I think they're going to be able to use him a lot more, especially when you're looking at his receivings, 5 targets, 5 targets, 5 targets. I think Penix is going to really be able to open that up for him to get some like real crazy yards. But look, draft starts in 30 seconds, people. I think we're going to, unless like, oh my God, we might have to go with Hero RB again, just based where we're at. Because look, if we were in this, I think it's kind of more of that you want to do it off of your best available people, right? For our best available people, have Saquon, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Gibbs, like that just might be what it is. I don't want to draft CD with this. I don't want to reach on CD Lamb if there's no purpose to, if there's no reason to, right? So that's how I'll play it. But people, the draft has started. Let's get after it. Any comments on the stream? I think we just have someone in here. But guys, the picks are starting. We're rolling in here. Me and my dog Otis. It's time to start drafting. Is it way too early? It doesn't matter. All right, so first one off the board, just as we anticipated, Jamar Chase. If we go Saquon Jefferson here, I know we had someone in here. Let me know who you think that I should be picking. Look, Justin Jefferson's about to go off, which is going to leave us with Bijan Robinson, Gibbs, CeeDee Lamb. I don't try, I'm not going to reach for Malik Neighbors. I really hope Justin Jefferson and he does not fall, people. So, Otis, what are we thinking? Bijan Robinson or Jahmyr Gibbs? Let's kick it to the stream. We have no one in here. Classic. Look, let's try to get the value off the ADP. Bijan Robinson, you know he's going to be a stud. Lane is going to be all offense. There goes our wide receiver strategy right off the bat. But let's go ahead and talk a little bit about Hero RB strategy, right? We have some times for some picks. Why not? So look, implementing Hero RB strategy is pretty good. In recent seasons, it always seems like the zero RB strategy is the most popular among best ball enthusiasts. But it doesn't hurt to experiment, right? So here we go. You probably heard of Hero RB strategy as well. So Hero RB strategy, you kind of get this your anchor RB, involves one elite running back early and then waiting till the middle rounds to select another running back. So you get dependable cornerstone for your running back one, which is what we got with Bijan Robinson, while using draft capital to save by not drafting early multiple round backs to stockpile talent other positions, particularly wide receiver, tight end. So let's use this in this case. And I'm also kind of reading off of this Fantasy Labs article that came out by Taylor Smith. Christian McCaffrey, he was drafted very high. Let's check back into the draft. Puka Nacua just went nice. So when we're talking about zero RB strategy, right, you have people take it as Christian McCaffrey, he was the number one running back in recent seasons, right? So he's probably the first player to go off the board. But let's say we landed McCaffrey, the person ahead of who took Justin Jefferson at 1-1. So if you want to do Hero RB strategy, the next several picks address your positions before circling back and getting at your remaining slots. Remember, you're passing on the most premium running backs in this strategy. If you waited until the 7th or 8th round to grab your next running backs, could have likely gotten your hands on James Cook, Isaiah Pacheco, David Montgomery, or DeAndre Swift. Finally, look back and easily forget how many premium running backs filled up to live to expectations last year, including, Bijan Robinson, Nick Chubb, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, Tony Pollard, Austin Eckler, all underwhelmed for one season, for one reason or another in 2023. But we see some people have emerged and some people haven't. Otis, are you leaving us? My dog. I think he thinks someone's there. Let's check back in. We're up in a lot of picks, in 7 picks. So essentially, when we're discussing, what's up, people? I know we got some people in the chat too. Traden Murray, Fikije and Drake May in Dynasty. That's dude. If you're the world, you traded to get Drake May. I don't know if you're still in here, man. Sorry, I didn't see your chat. We're working on one screen today. That's sick. I really think Drake May is going to be very special in years to come, especially available there as well. But woof, my computer's heating up. Let's get through this big piece of it. So it's fun enough to look back and easily forget how many premium running backs failed to live up to the hype, right? We went over all those people. If you nailed your Hero RB strategy and got lucky with one of these later round sleepers, then you have a really great thing. Oh, does you want to come up, my man? Where are you going? We can't be having you act like this. It's not time for you yet. But yeah, people. So this is what the clock's looking like right now. We see that, look, we snagged our hero RB right here, Bijan Robinson, Gibbs, Lamb, Neighbors, AJ Brown, Ainchain. But what this does is we don't have to draft any other running backs until the 7th or 8th round. Again, this is going to be more of just like a plug and play. So what this can give us, oh, it's Brock Bowers, just go. I was going to definitely snag Brock Bowers. So we can do Trey McBride, Bucky Irving's on the clock. So now there's a lot of good running backs and quarterbacks. I did put Lamar Jackson as the thumbnail, but I want to see what we get for wide receivers, right? We can do T. Higgins, reach with him a little bit in terms of ADP. Trey McBride, we would be reaching with him on ADP as well, or we can just get Josh Allen. What I want to do is I want to get Trey McBride so we have a solidified tight end, and then now we can use our rest of the rounds to really beef up this receiving core. Otis, come on. Good boy. You want to come over here? Good job. So we are going to be up in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks. If Josh Allen falls to us, we're going to get him because then we can really just take all the receivers right after that. I have my eyes on Scary Terry. I think they're going to definitely be great this year, and Scary Terry's off the board. Can't go wrong with Tyreek Hill. Garrett Wilson's going to be interesting. JS in. Marvin Harrison, really any of these receivers, I'm going to be pretty excited to get. Look, I know we got a couple people in here. Let me know. You guys can see all the players coming up. I'll move it up a little bit so you can see. It's my pick. I did say I wanted Josh Allen, but I can't lie. Tyreek Hill is looking pretty juicy at the 28. Do you have any opinions on it? Allen? All right. Look, I'm here for the fans. Let's take Allen. That's what's up, the World 07. Appreciate you. And still, man, I gotta say, congrats on your trade. That's gonna rock. I'm not a sports card guy at all, but I'm looking to get in Drake May one because that's how much value I think he's gonna be. Guys, looking at our team right now, it's gonna be scary for wide receivers. We're going to really have to hit on some of these coming up. With the hero RB strategy, I should have definitely hit some receivers, but like, look, if Josh Allen, his ADP is 21, and I'm going to snag him at what, pick 28 overall, that's so much value there. Again, it is when you're drafting this early, sometimes just an ADP game. Now, someone can draft the day before it, and it's going to look good, and their team's just going to be great. But what are you going to do? That's just kind of what it is. Looking at it, Bucky Irving would have been a 6 snag. If you would have told me Bucky Irving would have been available at 31, I would have done anything. I don't like Tyreek, not going to lie. You think Waddle becomes wide receiver number 1 next year? Look, here's the thing. I don't think the Dolphins are going to be good. They're going to be very bad. And I feel like Tyreek Hill doesn't have the best attitude from all the things I've seen. So if they're bad again, they might just kind of go down. I think Jalen Waddle always has been an overall more talented receiver, but in the Dolphins scheme, Tyreek Hill's just quick running passes makes him such a threat, the World 07. So I don't know if I can see Waddle becoming that. I can see, look, all this speculation, Tyreek trade away. I can see their season going poorly. They trade Tyreek to some really good team, get some more capital, try to rebuild. That's kind of what I see. Honestly, though, I don't know what his situation is in terms of like Tyreek Hill's compensation and what his contract looks like. So that might not even be possible. But I'm just trying to debate like what that would look like. I also think Tua is the best quarterback in the league for their scheme as well. However, Zach Wilson is also very good. So if Tua does struggle, he gets injured again, they actually have a quarterback, unlike Huntley last season, who was just honestly, the guy's a good quarterback, but a little bit worthless in that system. Where if you're going up against, like, you can plug and play Zach Wilson within that scheme. So I think that's why it's like pretty popular. But yeah, people, let's see, to fill you in on who got drafted. I don't know how to move myself, but Jaden Daniels went. Actually, wait, can I just go like that? Let's see if that, no. Perfect. So you can see Jaden Daniels, Chase Brown, Hampton. Hampton's going to be a snag and a half. We have to get a wide receiver here. The next 3, we're going to have to basically just have it be wide receiver, right? So going off of this Fantasy Labs article, let's see how many picks we're up in. 4 picks. Let me know, because I know we have 2 people in here right now, and thanks for liking it, guys. I really appreciate that. Let me know if you want me to go over what kind of dive deeper into the strategy here, or if you just want to see the picks and just discuss random stuff. But let's go to players. Let's see what we got going on for wide receivers. Look, we're going to be taking JSN. I think that's an obvious choice there. We've seen what Sam Darnold was able to do with the Vikings. So honestly, I'm liking this team so far. Josh Allen, Bijan Robinson, Trey McBride, JSN. I think Trey McBride is going to be able to have a way better season this year because he would score some touchdowns. That's what you need to succeed. I have McMillan and a couple others already. He keeps falling. I don't understand, honestly, why. Zay Flowers would be an interesting choice. Hopefully, I can get these top four. But it seems like they're going off the screen fast. Ted or Hunter, I would go with them. You really think Hunter's going to have a season in the world? I don't know. I don't know what to make of Travis Hunter yet. All right, we're up in 2 picks. So I say we get Flowers or Sutton. Honestly, I love the consistency of like Zay Flowers. That much of it. Let's see. Latest news update. Am I on the clock? I think I'm on the clock now. All right, so we can do Zay Flowers or Sutton. DK Metcalf's always there, right? I feel like Sutton's going to definitely be like a more solidified this season. But Zay Flowers is really that number one guy. But he only had 4 touchdowns. Like, come on, touchdowns do matter. So I think we're going to go with Sutton. And hopefully we can do a stack on the back end. Again, it's a little tough to draft this early on because we don't know what the schedule is going on yet, right? So hopefully, like, you don't know. You can get a wild high total game with the Broncos. I feel like they score a lot. This year's their defense is also really good. So it might turn into grinding out games. DK. Oh, we're 7. I was on the other screen to even see that. I was thinking about getting DK, but I just don't know about the buddy. You okay? I don't know about the quarterback situation yet, honestly. So that's the only thing that had me being like, let's think about this for a second. DK has touchdown upside. He does, but who's throwing him the ball? Like, who do you think? I mean, is Aaron Rodgers really going to be that guy? Like, he's either going to be that guy, have an absolute revenge tour and tear it up, or he's going to be terrible like he was on with the Jets. I mean, they could. I mean, who do they drafted? They get Quinn Ewers? No, Quinn went to. They got Will Howard. Quinn went to the Dolphins, I think. But we'll see. We'll see who stays there. I mean, look, we're up in 12 picks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Like, dude, if we can get. Oh, we should really get Shakir. Let's star him because we have Josh Allen. So if we can get Shakir, that would be great. Cooper Kupp at Seattle, that low. I get it. He's a WR2, but that's not bad. We should keep our eye on Cooper Kupp as well. Because if we can get the wrap around with I'm on wide receivers. With Sam Darnold, that's going to be something to look into as well. And then what? We got to start getting our second running back at round 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 people down. So after these next 2 picks, we'll start looking at another running back. Maybe do best up for running backs if they're available. Will Howard, yep. QB1 of the Steelers. Henderson ain't a bad pick. Yeah, there's no way Henderson's going to be there, though. I do like Henderson on the Patriots this year. There's a lot of really good rookie running backs like Hampton. Obviously, Ashton Jennings going. Genty. Am I saying that right? I never know. He's going very high as well. So that's what it is. Let's see. Yeah. The rest of this is when we're going over the hero RB strategies, talked about like scarcity and consistency with really those top guys. You get wide receiver depth in other positions because there's so much variance week to week. Look, after you secure your hero RB, you can go increase your chance of having multiple wideouts who can explode in given weeks, thus benefiting them from the best ball format, which automatically starts your highest scores. Wide receivers is easily deepest fantasy position these days, especially how passing happy the NFL is in the recent years. So plus more of these teams are doing like RB committee approaches. Yeah, that makes sense. True bell cow backs of the top 100 scoring players, PPR formats, 29 running backs. Only a couple are able to do that. But hopefully we're optimizing value, which is what it's coming to. Late round running backs often provide substantial value. Let's check. We're coming up in some picks. How's the stream doing? Judkins just as good as Henderson there. True. Are there any Johnson out of Pittsburgh, I actually don't hate. Should we reach on Shakir to get the stack? That's such a reach, though. When you can get Addison or Jerry Jeudy. Who's going to be throwing the ball to Jeudy, though? All right, people, I think we have to take another wide receiver. It has to be Addison, right? To kind of hope he has one of those random Addison games where he gets 1 billion yards. That's what I'm thinking. Or you missed out on Tyreek. Maybe Waddle now that it's later. Yeah, potentially. Let's see. Juwan Jennings is gone. I don't know. There could also be the Josh Allen day because he's such a run threat where it's like he can have just like a ton of picks, but like hasn't gotten there yet, you know? But we're up in 2. Look, Jerry Judy's still there. I think we have to take a running back, though. Who are our options? Not great. What are we thinking, people? Johnson? I mean, Tony Pollard's not bad. You are getting value for ADP with him, though. Olave, Johnson. Yeah, I think Johnson. I'm with you, my man. Good. Guys, our team's not bad. Josh Allen, Bijan Robinson, Johnson, JS, and Sutton, Addison, McBride. I feel this is like one of those weird teams that can just pop. They could pop heavy. So we'll see. I don't know. It's kind of interesting that Josh Allen has dropped in 2 out of the 3 leagues I've done already. But look, people, we're going to see. We're going to figure that part out. I feel like we still have to load up on maybe some receivers. Trey Benson can be a problem. Ray Davis can be a problem. You know, it gets to a certain point where you're like speculating, like, is someone going to get injured, right? Take a shot at Najee or Swift. Yeah, dude, I mean, I like Swift a lot. Philly boy. I'm from that area. Here's my year, I think, too, where you always hear about like DeAndre Swift, he's sick. And then, yeah, and then he came out with this hype video. I'm like, oh, yeah, no, it makes sense. He is sick. So I know people go nuts over him, but rightfully so. I mean, he's great. I understand Chicago wanted like a more solidified running back. I think they're really hoping for Jenny, but they didn't get it. What's sniffing? But what are you going to do? Well, people, I kind of forgot I was on screen. I'm not going to lie. What are you thinking? Yeah, we had that with Najee or Swift. That's what I'm thinking. Roll over 7. See, Cooper Kupp and Sam Darnold are still up there. Really have to watch out for when Sam Darnold comes around because we want to make sure that we snag him. I mean, look, or we could just get Bo Nix and sign and just hope Bo Nix just has a dumb, crazy game. I think because we spent so much value on quarterbacks so early, I'm not really going to do that. Tony Pollard definitely has upside. I'm trying to think like who. I think when you're thinking about this hero RB strategy where you're not drafting to these late rounds, like who's on a committee that can like really flourish, right? I could always get Warren because he's the backup, right? I feel like Charbonnet always gets his. Like he had 9 touchdowns last year. Who's Seattle's running backs? Like who else do they have? It is 1 billion degrees in here, my man. I am sweating. Kenny McIntosh and Damon Martinez. All right. We'll see how that goes. But I don't know, people. Like, when you're doing the hero RB strategy, such a shame. I think we're trying to see, like, no, because Najee Harris not really going to be doing much with the new back there. Pacheco could emerge to be that number one guy again, right? He didn't really play that many games last season, so if he didn't get injured, because I know he had some fumbling issues, but like he never really came back. I mean, you're getting crazy value with Stephon Diggs here. That's going to be too good to pass up, or Pickens, honestly. I'm gonna have to take Stephon Diggs if they don't. I don't know, people. What do you think? Is there anything on Stephon Diggs that I'm missing? Warren Sharp, Javante Najee, all good picks. They have K9 Walk. Yeah, I know they have K9. I don't know who else they have. Look, we're 07. I know you're in this. What are we thinking? Because are we thinking? I think we gotta go with Stephon Diggs here. Is there something I'm missing? Why is he falling so much? Diggs or Pickens? Yeah, gotta go with Diggs. Let's get some more depth on that bad boy. Look, I'm not gonna lie. We got Josh Allen, Bijan Robinson, Johnson, JSN, Sutton, Addison, McBride, Diggs. Like any of those guys can have a big game. But we're also let's try to get. Ooh, I do love me some Loveland. Let's try it. We'll try it for Pickens or Pacheco. Honestly, we'll go Pickens and Pacheco. Let's hope we can get one of them. One of them, Pickens not lasting to us. There's no shot. This might be my favorite team that we have so far. I'll be honest with everyone. Looking at the draft board, right? This is what we're seeing a lot. 0-4-2, 1-2-4-2. Running backs are falling pretty late, right? I mean, this guy has 4. So you went Brown, Hampton, Harvey, Henderson. Huh, all in a row. That's pretty interesting. 4 back to back to back. I mean, look, he got a good team. He's got a good team. I mean, I guess you have the one flex position, but you really have to fill out your receivers, man. We're going to be up in 2 picks, so as long as this isn't one of the 2 that we want, we're going to be looking nice and clean. Yep, it's not. I like Caleb at QB. Yeah, but we don't need our another quarterback yet, and I also don't have him yet. I mean, I like Caleb as a quarterback, but it's not our time. All right, well, George Pickens is still here. Who got drafted? All right. Well, guys, I think we got to go Pickens in this spot. I mean, who are the running backs left? How much time do I have? 14 seconds. Scavito, I can't trust. Mason Charbonnet, no. Yeah, I think we're just going to take a lot of later rounds and just kind of hope, right? Right now, the team we have it as Allen, Bijan, Johnson, JSN, Sutton, Addison, McBride, Diggs, Pickens. That's a good team. On our stream, the 3 people in here, what are we thinking? We thinking that's a good team or bad team? I think it's the best that I've had so far, honestly. I mean, Allen, I keep forgetting Allen's just like a stud quarterback, and McBride's going to be good. I wish I got Bowers, but what are you going to do? Can't win them all. But look, we're up in 12 picks. Let's drive there. You know, the fun part about best ball is there's no like legit strategy when it comes to drafting. There's a lot of luck when it comes to it, right? Some of them swear by the hero RB approach, but there's perception of safety involved with taking one of the highest ranked players at a position of such scarcity. After the first few big names are off the board, though, it's essentially a gamble, as the kids could say. Yeah, you can use it for season-long leagues like that. Good way to capitalize on this is by waiting till later rounds to fill out the rest of your running back league. Every year, there's a handful of undervalued and backup running backs who end up stepping in larger roles. So, who are them? Who are the wide receivers that we can do it? I hate it when I hate when Bauer falls. Why? It's like straight up running and he falls, or just like falling in your draft. My God, what do we got going on here? You keep sniffing something. You want to say hi to everyone, Otis, or no? Okay, you just want pets. That's what's up. Higgins and Harris are good picks. Yeah, I like T. Higgins this year. I mean, if I could do like a Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, Higgins stack, I mean, that'd be go crazy. I remember there was that I was playing DFS for a while, and there was just like this weird trend where just like double tight ends kept going. And you get sniped. That's what I meant. Yeah, I'm with you, Rolo 7, with you 100%. It's May 4th too. Classic Star Wars. Ugh, your two quarterbacks are Justin Fields and Dak Prescott. That's ugly. I mean, I really like Justin Fields actually, but Dak I do not. So it looks like quarterbacks really start flying off in the 8th round. I think I got Brock Purdy in my one. Other than that, I got Josh Allen the other one. But we're gonna running back. We're on the clock. Should have been on it earlier. I mean, I just can't see him transitioning to the number one role. I don't want Aaron Jones to get hurt. Ramondre Stevenson, I don't like him either. I do like me some Tajay Spears a lot, but I don't want to reach on him. Let's go with Cam. He's a third down back, and he might get a couple touchdowns with them. So he'll be our third back. I'm going to probably try to target one of these two tight ends, honestly. I mean, I think Evan Ingram, if I honestly just like took a second to look at it, I think Evan Ingram has fantastic upside when it comes to fantasy football. I don't know if either of you guys have been looking at Ingram a lot or not, but I think he could be very good. Got to think about, my other next quarterback as well. I think Michael Penix could have a year. Ooh, a Penix and Bijan stack. I mean, we have Sam Darnold there with JSN, though. I'd rather have the potential Sam Darnold than JSN, but we're up in 3 picks. Let's see if Evan Ingram falls. If not, I mean, look, there's Techcraft, Isaiah Likely. Those are all, very good options. But, I mean, what if you do a Kyle Pitts, Michael Penix stack? That would go hard. All right, come on, fall, Evan Ingram. Come on. Yes, let's go. Evan Ingram, huge. Let's get him, boys. Let's get him. That's a strong tight end room. McBride and Ingram. I'm telling you, Evan Ingram's going to be the answer. Unsung hero coming up. Let's see. Roller 7, how are we feeling about that one? How do we feel about that one? I am sweating, Otis. I feel disgusting. I think Tucker Kraft is just that player that everyone's obsessed with. He just screams Green Bay Packers. He screams that he just stuffs his face with cheese until he was the age of 17, hit puberty, and was like, yeah, I can catch a football now. JJ McCarthy, honestly, he's a little too pretty boy for me. I don't know how he's going to pan out, especially after his injury. That's kind of tough to come back from. Let's go. Isaiah Likely, stud. Kirk, stud. Kirk on Houston's going to be interesting. Isn't that right, Otis? How do you feel about him? Feel good about Kirk on Houston? I think so. This guy is ready for a PEE. All right, let's see what we got going on. Currently halfway there, people. Draft's taking a little bit longer than I anticipated, but what are you going to do? I think the second half is going to be pretty fast. Ugh. All right, this is a draft board. I think we're seeing the first 3 go. It's Jamar Chase, Saquon Barkley, Justin Jefferson. Every single draft I've been in, it's that very simple. Then we got Lamb, Neighbors. I think Neighbors going at the 7th. Just so bold because is Jackson Dart really going to have that much upside? Where you going, buddy? Where do you want to go? You want to go across? You want to go on your blinky? Okay, good boy. Here's a good boy. Otis is. Would you like to say something? Boop. All right, well, that was Otis, everyone. But I don't know. This is what the draft board's really looking like. I really like Drake London, BTJ. Those are both very good picks. I don't know. I think I like the later rounds better, right? You think about it, you can just even snag, let's say, Amon Ra and Lad, Amon Ra and Nico. You're doing something good. Let's see. I feel like everyone, we got 5 running backs, 3, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4. All right. I like what we're rocking with right now. I think we have a pretty solidified. I think it's so bold, and when you're not drafting a receiver until the 4th round. But look, we're all about that variance. That guy just drafted Cam Ward. He's definitely on autopilot. Yeah, why would you get? Yeah, that makes no sense. Cam Ward, see 12.5. Yeah, they're just like, hey, we selected him. Okay, bud. Congrats. People. What are we thinking? Who's going to be our next pick? Who do we have coming up? That's what we got to know. Let's look at Jacksonville's running back room. Yes, we made it back. We're on the clock. Okay. We don't need Mims. Let's go ahead and get Mims. That was bad. We did very bad there. It's not what we needed whatsoever. Honestly, should have took maybe Sam Darnold there out of panic. We should have got Jaden Blue. That's what we'll get. We'll get him or Tutton. Wait, Tajay Spears. Duh. Oh, you kidding me? Tajay Spears just went. That's who I would have drafted. That's why I gotta be paying attention, not have your computer freeze, Otis. I mean, I'll take either of these guys if they fall to me. If not, we're just gonna go in full panic mode. Okay, good. We're fine. Tutton or Blue? What are we thinking? Yeah, we got both. Chad, do we have any Tutton or Blue? Anyone? Anyone want me to take one in particular? We gotta go running back here. Tutton or Blue? Tutton or Blue, people? Any opinions? If not, I gotta go with who I think's gonna emerge. It's a better back. Dude on Blue. I think he's gonna be a problem this year. Think he's going to be an absolute problem. Javonte Williams, Miles Sanders. Everyone knows Miles Sanders. I love him, but he's not been doing well lately. Javonte Williams, he's a good bowling ball, but Jadon Blue, if he comes, he's going to be an absolute issue. Look, now we got 5 people in here. We're doing a hero RB. This was our draft strategy where we got Bijan in the 1st round. I'll just kind of walk you guys through it again. We got Bijan in the 1st round. And then from there, we're like, all right, we're not going to be drafting a running back to the 7th or 8th because we're bad boys, you know. We got to do what we got to do. We did not anticipate to get a Trey McBride. I mean, Josh Allen, his ADP is usually 20, 21, and he fell to spot 28. I mean, I don't understand how you don't take him on spot 28 right there. So that's exactly what we had to do. Would have probably chosen Marvin Harrison Jr., but people in the chat want him too. You have JSN, Sutton, Addison. These are all, you know what they call that? Big plays. Then we got Johnson here. I think he's going to be a steady bell cow back for the Steelers. They went with Diggs, Pickens, just, again, big play. You're telling me out of these 5, if 3 of them need to have a big game on a given week, I bet we can get that. Scabito's more just like, look, we need another running back in there. I think he has a chance to emerge as one, like with Tyrone Tracy. Like, Scabito could become a vulture. Think almost like a David Montgomery with a Jahmyr Gibbs type of situation. But that would also mean that the Giants were moving the ball, which I don't see coming up. Ingram in Denver, Mims in Denver. It's a shame that I didn't draft Bo Nix. That I'm re-looking at this, like, really should have took Bo Nix. But Mims was a panic pick. Jadon Blue. When we're here, Sam Darnold got drafted. Oh my God, we are totally screwed. Minnesota, JJ McCarthy, I'm sure is gone. I mean, I guess we take the flyer on Rodgers and then think that there's going to be a connection there. Let's see, Trey McBride. Yeah, I think all my other people have all taken. Seattle's gone, Denver's gone, Minnesota's gone, Arizona's gone. Drake May, I think he's gone. He's definitely gone. I'm seeing that. I think Drake may get drafted. 122. All right. Look, we can sit on Rodgers a little bit. The only other person would be whoever got. All right, let's just look at who we got. We got Williams. It's a shame we don't have Drake May. Right up Bryce Young, Mason Taylor, Sampson. Rico Dow, he was a stud. Dobbs, K-Dot, you never know. People, who are we feeling? Anyone in the chat got any suggestions? All right. You don't want to go Strange. You want to go Tillman. I mean, look, let's see. Let's just keep digging. Should we go Samson? Let's go Williams. Why not? Why not? Why not Otis? Let's go with Williams there. I think that's definitely going to be the benefit for us. I don't know. I don't love that pick. What are you seeing? No one's here, man. No one's here. All right, I'm sprawling out, people. We're getting weird. Otis, what do you think's going on, bud? It's not happening. All right, we're laying on the couch now. Drafting. Happy Sunday. Yes, it is sad that I miss football this much. We really don't have to focus on getting Rodgers yet. I'm trying to think like who can emerge and be an absolute issue. I mean, look, Alec Pierce. There's always that opportunity that he just does damage. Samson again, he's an animal, but like, how many rookie running backs and rookies are we really going to draft? Strange was doing very well. Let's look at the running backs. Kareem Hunt, I don't really trust. Like, no way. I love Jerome Forward, though, but, like, no way he's going to have a bigger impact than Samson. Go wide receivers. Tillman, Pierce, Noel. Palmer out of Buffalo, but he's 182. We're on 172. I mean, look, you're getting value with Samson there. You can't ignore the ADP value. I'm not trying to make this an ADP fest, but you just can't ignore it. So we got a couple rounds left. We're good on running backs. I think we're done for the season on them. So we're just going to build wide receivers, tight ends, and quarterbacks. So we have Rodgers. When we're looking at receivers, we're going to definitely target Palmer because he can get going deep. Tank Dell, I still don't think he's like back for the season or something like that. But what are some late season stacks? I mean, Will Howard, maybe we'll get him with the last one, but we'll see. I don't know. Aaron Rodgers is definitely interesting because he's a free agent, but like, I feel like everyone knows that he's going to sign with Pittsburgh, but I think he's just going to be an absolute drama queen and do it in the last second. That's kind of what I think's going on with there. But let's look at who else we would want, right? We already have two really solid tight ends, McBride and Evan Ingram. So I'm not really pressing to get that. I like Palmer. Let's see. I also try not to get too many rookies. Did I do that this year? No. Blake Corum's going to be really good if Okinawa is going to be good too. Blake Corum's good if Connor Williams goes down, which he did last season. No, let's put him on the board. Why not? I think right now it's value to get Rodgers at pick. Like, I don't mind paying up for Rodgers. Maybe I'll do Palmer if he's still there first. So you can filter by teams too, right? Let's go Buffalo. See who's there. Palmer, Curtis Samuel, Dawson Knox, Ty Johnson. Yeah. Is that Frank Gore's kid? Oh, yeah, that's definitely Frank Gore's kid. Damn, that's crazy. He's in the league. Bills are a good spot, too. Let's see. Tutu Atwell, I've definitely been targeting him in a lot of drafts. I just love his upside there as the potential third. Look, Cooper Kupp is gone now, so they have the three receiver sets. Devontae Adams is old as dirt, so you never know, right? You never know. Yeah, people, I think this is definitely one of my better drafts. It's definitely the one that's taken the longest for sure. Looking at the draft board, and let's stay on here until we'll do a little draft board review after that. Let's see what we got going on. Palmer's still here, people. And he's gone. Nice. I love when that happens. That's awesome. So what does that leave us with? Well, we don't want another running back, and Blake Corum's off anyway. I would hate if Rodgers goes off before we even have the chance to get him. I might pay up here, people, and get me some Rodgers. It's what we had to do in that position. I'm not happy about it either. But what do you want from me? I'm not Miss America. All right, let's fully lay down because I'm starting to get tired and I'm hungry. And there's a doggy. Let's see. But yeah, people, I don't know. I think New England definitely, if I had Drake May, I'd be getting everyone on New England because I think they have so much upside. Really liked how I was able to snag Stephon Diggs pretty late. We got a lot of value on him. Stephon Diggs just does Stephon Diggs things, and he's the number one receiver, and he comes in there kind of like what he did. I mean, with Houston, he was doing really good, but you never know, right? You never know. Jalen Cooker. He started heated up last season. Yeah. Average 8.7. Lockett in Tennessee. Don't sleep on him. To the flex position. What about who are my running backs? They'll taken. I think do I have 4? I got 2 tight ends. I can get another tight end though. 2 of the top tight ends. Ferguson, Schultz, Higbee. Why not do Schultz, right? What can go wrong? Literally everything, but what can go wrong? Guys, looking at the draft board right now. Doesn't have a lot of receivers, but what are you going to do? Bijan, hero RB strategy. Trey McBride, Josh Allen, JSN, Sutton, Addison, Johnson, Diggs, Pickens, Scabito, Evan Ingram, Mims, 2 back-to-back Denvers, okay. And then we got 3 rookies, Blue, Williams, Sampson. Look, one of those rookies should be able to hit. Aaron Rodgers, just in case. Dalton Schultz, tight end. And we get 3 more picks. Let's look at Atlanta's. Who else is in the running back room? Oh, Tyler Algier. That's who it is. Kirk Cousins is still available. You know what? He might not be a bad snag if they go with him in Pittsburgh. Yeah, I think all the value players are out of there. That's wild. See you later, kid. I know we got 2 people in here. Drop below what you guys are thinking of this. It's good, bad. I don't know. The team's definitely going to be interesting. You can say the least. And I'm in a weird drafting position because I'm not in my chair. Yeah, people. I don't know. Right now, why not try to win on ADP battles? Roshan Johnson. It's not a terrible pick, actually. Me Mostert, that's not bad either. Gordon. I like my Tutu Atwell. Should honestly do Will Howard with one of my last picks. Just in case he never shows up there. Jerome Ford. Ankle agreed to a salary reduction to get a guaranteed 1.75 mil. Yeah, that's worth it. That's a Browns selected second pick, Judkins. No, we didn't. Wait, did we get Judkins? I thought we did. If so, Jerome Ford's a great pick. No, we got Sampson. Poop. You never know. Sampson could emerge, be someone bad. Bad man. Oh, we're on the clock. So Could go with Jerome Ford. He's a starting technically for them. I mean, look, we're getting him with such strong ADP. I mean, look, we're getting him 30 behind, right? I feel like we take him there. We got 2 spots left. I think we can take a flyer on Tutu Atwell for sure. I mean, this is like good luck, right? Like, you never know who's going to emerge. Like, look, Jerome Ford could still be that guy. You never know. I think we got to go with Tutu with Will Howard first, just in case, because you never know. They get Rodgers, but he sucks. They'll probably put in Will Howard. So I see it at least. But people, I don't know. This has been the draft so far. It's not been bad. I think it's definitely like my better draft in terms of thinking like Josh Allen, Bijan Johnson, JSN, Sutton, Addison. Time check. I'm on the clock. Will Howard's still there. Could not forgive myself if I didn't reach on Will Howard a little bit. But who else? Pat Bryant could be an issue. Guys, let's get him. Will Howard, welcome to the squad. I know, buddy. We're going too soon. The dog wants to go OUT. It's fine. It's not his time yet. People, let's review the draft real quick, what we got going on, right? So we're on round 19 of 20. You okay? I don't know. The dog's just staring and it's concerning me. You want to come back up? Come back up. Otis. Oh, man. Boop. Come on. All right, Mom. What are you going to do, people? What are you going to do? But look, I think this draft went well. Let's just recap it. I see we have a lot of joiners. Oh, thank you for joining us. Thank you. There you go. Nestle in. My man. Right there. Starting off, we got Bijan Robinson. All right, we're about to go soon, bud. You okay? We'll go like this. You can rest your head. Ah, dog's in. Why are you shaking? Why are you shaking? This dog is shaking. All right, people. I think I'm going to hop off and help with this dog that's shaking. But look, pretty good draft. Bijan Robinson, Trey McBride, Josh Allen, JSN, Sutton, Addison, Keyshawn Johnson. I don't know if that. No, it's not Keyshawn Johnson. Wait, what's his name again? Caleb Johnson. Stephon Diggs, George Pickens, Scabito, Ingram, Mims, Blue, Williams, Sampson, Rogers, Schultz, Ford, Howard, and we're up in 7 picks. But we're going to go make sure this guy is. What? Now he's laying down. Are you okay or what? We're going to go take him OUT. People, what a stream. It's been fantastic. I know we got 7 of you guys, but we're nearing this end of it, and we got to take the doggy to a place. But now he's calm. There's a thunderstorm coming, I bet. So I bet he's freaking out. Let's see. Is that what's happening, people? Yeah, it's about to start. He probably heard thunder really far away. Ugh, he's not going to be happy with me. That's fine. Look, he calmed down, so we're just gonna finish in this part out. Sorry, this has not been great streaming the past couple minutes, but what are you gonna do? That's why I'm saying have a dog. We got 2 picks. Look, I really like McBride. I like Allen. I would have probably, if I could redo this draft, probably would have got a receiver a little bit higher. Probably would have went T. Higgins or Scary Terry. We're on the clock. Let's just get Tutu Atwell. I think he has the highest upside. They did a lot of wide receiver 3 sets. This is where it really went. I like this guy's team and draft the next to me. Kamara for the 44 spot. Seems like it's way too early for me. McMillan, I've been targeting him a lot. Loveland, I've been targeting him a lot as well. I really like my Stephon Diggs pick here. Tons of value. Evan Ingram's going to be tight end to look out for. He'll end up being a tight end 5 for sure. I mean, Warren's going to be good, but the Colts ran 17% for tight slots. Yeah, people, that's the team. I think that's a stream as well. Let me know your thoughts. As always, keep following. We do a lot of short form TikTok content. We do a lot on the YouTube shorts, so keep it updated. Keep it crispy.